Hi guys, I want to show you in this video how you can run your Google search campaign. And I already made a video on the display ads, so this for the search. So just come straight to websites, then so you see search here. So the reason for running search campaign is so that maybe someone makes a direct search on Google. For example, someone search for digital marketing agency in Lagos. um, some of the pages you are seeing there, they've really worked on their SEO, and that's why you see the pages appearing. But if not, if you want your page to also appear and uh, you want it to appear for a particular kind of keyword, okay, a particular keyword that, for example, maybe once people search, make a search around that keyword, you want your website to appear. So that's why you run search campaign. Okay, so you can see like these guys there. Okay, let's see if there's any sponsored company. Okay, digital marketing. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm actually looking for like an example to show you. Okay, digital marketing. Okay, so this is an example. Piston and Fusion.org. So these guys ran a campaign, okay, for digital marketing companies in Nigeria. I mean, that's the keyword I searched for. I can see that they are also appearing in the results page here. So you can see sponsored there, which means that they've paid for them to be here. Okay, and so that's why we run a search campaign. And for this part, if you want to track the activities of the visitors on your website, what they are doing, maybe they make a decision about buying your service or products, this is how you need this. So you can track the activities, and maybe when it's time for you to retarget, you can always retarget them for another advert. Okay, so for the website, so if you have a website, just put um the name here, the URL. Okay, let's say for example, let's say Lagos. It's just like example anyway, lagosdigitalpro.com. So I'm not sure if this domain exists. I'm just using it for an example. lagosdigitalpro.com. So if you want to set this, create it, and you have to add the tracking code to your website. For campaign name, you can name it anyone you like. So continue. Okay, so you can see the options we have here for the bidding. So how much am I willing to spend for the campaign? Okay, the campaign settings as well. This is how I target my campaign. Okay, so let's just set the bidding. So that's how I set my amount, the amount I'm willing to spend. So for clicks, so what we determine this is actually to look at what other people are spending, and the best way to do that is come to Google Keyword Planner. You can always find that under tools and come to Keyword Planner here. So to have an idea of how much to spend. So let's say I'm running the stuff on digital so let's say I own a digital marketing agency and I want to run a campaign so that I can have more clients. So let me see the amount people are spending. So you can see the range as low as 0.06, as high as 0.03, 0.09. I'm spending 1.2. So I just pick a range and use that. So this to give me an idea of what to set for my keyword. Sorry, for my CPC. So let me just set this to be 0.5. Okay, so what this means is that these are once people click on adverts, this is the highest amount I'm willing to spend. So that's why I'm having it at maximum CPC. Okay, so let me click on next. So for these campaign settings, I'm not doing anything display network. So it's strictly search. Okay. And for the location targeting, if you watch my second video on display ads, I did a form of breakdown, and in that video I said that for you to have a better result, don't target a broad location, just streamline it down to locations. Be specific in your targeting. For example, now I don't want to target the whole of Nigeria, so I want to target Lagos, and even in Lagos I can just target some cities. For example, I can target Lekki in Lagos. I can target Ikorodu, Lagos. Let me see, Surulere. Do we have that? Surulere. Oh, okay, we don't have that. So let me cut on that location. Let's say Port Harcourt. So let's say I want to get people from Port Harcourt to buy my products or service. So let me target that city. So depending on the city you want to target. And apart from that, you can also exclude some certain cities. Maybe I don't want someone from maybe people from Lagos. That's just for an example. So I can exclude people in that area. Okay, that is, I don't want ads to show there. I can exclude an entire state, entire city, depending on what I want. Okay, so once that is set, come to next. Okay, and for the keyword, so now this is where we have, once this is what I want my people to search for, my potential clients. Once they search for that keyword, it will trigger my own advert and it will appear on the search engine results page. So for example, I'm running a campaign around digital marketing agency. Okay, so what I'm saying is that once people search something like this, my ad should show up. Okay, and what this means is this is, and if you look at the explanation here, we have three type of keywords that you can use. We have the broad match, which is the one that has no character, it's just plain like this. They also have the phrase match. For example, that will include the use of quotation. Then we also have the exact match. So I'll still explain each of them. For exact match, you add square brackets. Okay, so what the broad match means is this. When people search for something that is not really related to what you are offering, for example, okay, let's say for example you're a digital marketing agency and maybe someone has searched for digital marketer salary. Okay, in fact that's still close to an extent. Let's say marketing structure, digital games, or marketing positions, something not digital marketing agency stuff, So we don't want things like that. We want people to search for something that, and we want our advert to come up for something that we are ready to pay for. Okay, and for digital marketing agency, as a phrase match, it's something that it's not exactly, your ad might not show up for exactly what you want it to show up for. For example, maybe someone search for marketing agency near me. It's possible for you to have a marketing agency and they're not digital marketing agency. So, or make it, let's say, marketing firm. You know, so free keywords like that, they are for phrase match. But we want the ad to show up when people search exactly this data marketing agency, or maybe something very related to this, like exactly similar to this. For example, when you see data marketing agency as exact match, so that means when someone search for like data marketing services, it will still show up. Data marketing agency near me, online marketing agency. Okay, so it's still talking about same thing. Digital marketing company still talking about same thing. So that's what we mean by exact match. So by that, you'll be sure that you're not spending or wasting your money. So you can have the combination of the three, but it's not always advisable to choose broad match. So you can, and for you to just add as many keywords as possible once you want to run your exact match. So you can just come in and have the idea of what to use: digital marketing company, digital marketing services. So you can just go through them. Social media marketing agency, you can see some here. Okay. Digital marketing firm instead of marketing firms. Okay. Best. We are doing digital marketing agency, so you can just put best digital marketing agency. So you can just copy and get your idea from here, then come here and paste it using any of the formats or any of the options of the keyword you want to use, maybe phrase or exact. So once you can add like as many as possible. Okay. So once you are through with that, then come to this side. This is where you have the final URL. That is, this is where your sites this is where people go to when they click on your site. For example, let's say the landing page is this. Okay, so this should be in HTTP format. So let me just set that. So if you have a landing page that you want people to visit once they click on your website, put that here. Okay, so for display part is what we appear on the search engine results page. Okay, so it's not necessarily your final URL, but this is how I want it to show. For example, I can have my final URL to be slash agency, but here I would just want it to be like let's say digital, something like that. Okay, you see that here. So digital. So of course, this is not my final URL, but this is what I want to show. I can also let my final URL appear here, depending on how I want it to be. So for the headline, so you can just add your headline. Let's see. Okay, so you can have more than 3, but let me just stick to 3 for example. Then for the descriptions, you can just go ahead and describe. So description is about what you offer, what your company is all about, or your products. So you want people to have an idea of what they will expect once they click your advert. So you have to be persuasive as much as possible. and what people see here will determine if they click your advert or not, apart from your headline. So your headline and description worked together, and so just maybe there's some things you couldn't describe in your headline or define your headline, you just come to the description and describe it, because this has 90 characters limits, unlike the headline that has just 30. So you can just be descriptive here. So for example, let's use this for example. You can see so make sure that you always come with your own copy. So but to save time, that's why I'm using this for example. Okay, so just copy this, and so you can have that here. So just for this tutorial. Okay, so describe the two. So it's could include this can include your offer, some of your main selling points. So make sure that they're all well stated there. You know, so you want to be as persuasive as possible, because mind you, there are other options that people can see online, but you want your own to stand out. So everything that will make it stand out, make sure that you include it here. Of course, and be mindful of the limit as well. Then for the site links are like extensions, link extension that once people click on, it can also take them to your site. Maybe there's some things you want to include, like some offers, some promo. Take for example, you can see these are links extensions, financial audits, financial programs. So they are like more of your service or offers that you want to include, such that once people click on it, it just take them directly to that page without having to go through your whole campaign. Okay, so but make sure that it's all pointing to that same website, that same URL. For example, you can see this guys is still pointing to that URL, but just that it's pointing to the page that's talking about this offer. So we can set the same thing up using our URL. So let me just come here and copy our URL. Let me set new site link. So you can see the format here. So I can just go ahead and okay, let me first paste the final URL here. So let me say I'm including my SEO service, for example. So and for description, just add something here to describe it. So I'm not going to details, but just to have something up. Okay. So these are not descriptions anyway. I'm just for the sake of this tutorial. So I can have more than one. Let me say email tools. Okay. So for my final URL, so let's say I have a page that is called that same page then slash email. So assuming there's a page like that, so let's just save this. Okay. So SEO service email tools. So these are my once my ad is running, when people see things like this, so they can just go straight to it and click it, and it takes them to that page. So for call outs there they are similar to site links, but this time around they don't contain link. Okay, so just to tell people about your offer, maybe you want some text to stand out, so you can just add that. Okay, so let's just add a call out. For example, let's say so these are call outs. Okay, so let's just save it and see how it will look like. So you can see how it's looking like here. So it's in a way stand out from the rest of the campaign. I mean, from the rest of the text. Okay, so it's also another way to let people know about some of the special offers you have. Okay, but unlike site links, they are not clickable. So just note that. So one thing, I just let me add this to it. For these ones, Google always find the one that is performing best. I mean, to always rotate the headlines, and we always try to give you the best one. Okay, let's just, so maybe at the time you can have like maybe digital marketing. Okay, see that it's changed again. So they always try. So just make sure that you have as many as possible. Let's say I think 3 is okay. You can have like 4 or so. So they look for the one that is best performing, and so as to optimize it for you and get best results. So I think we are through. So let's click on done, and next. So we are going to spend $10 per day for budgets. Okay, so that's what I'm willing to spend. Mind you, I already set my average CPC to be around 0.5, so, and I'm willing to spend $10 in a day. So it's always advisable for you to start with something like this around this small budget, because in a month that's around 300 USD. And since we're just starting, it's not advisable to start with a high budget. So this is fine for now. So let's click on next. Okay, then error. So this is it. So for my billing, so you saying that I should so I just need to add my card details. So that's why I'm having this error here. Okay, so but everything is set. So once I had my card details and everything, this error would of course disappear. So you need to start running your ads, enter your billing information. So that includes my credit card. So I'm not doing that for now. So let me just click on publish campaign. Okay, so publish. So I can always comment to add my. Okay, so once it starts running, I'll see the impressions there, the number of clicks and everything. So I would, you can see. So it's not yet reading, you know. So once it's okay, I've created a campaign. So the policy, so I will be told if the ad is accepted or rejected, okay, or disapproved. So now if it's disapproved, I need to look at, okay, now why was it disapproved? Then I make adjustments. Okay, and once that is done and I enter my billing details, I start seeing impressions. That is, people start seeing it, and I start seeing the clicks that I have there. So basically, that's how to run your search campaign on Google.